Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Spectrum Drama, where we take a look at some of the hottest posts on the Spectrum forum and have a chat about them. Let's get started. So first up, we've got a post from Chigga, who says, Anvil Arrow image leak. And basically there's a link to an imager gallery.
Imager?
I think that's how you pronounce it. Imgur gallery. Got my Imgur gallery. And so basically these are some what look like concept sketches for a new ship. Plus there is a in-hangar picture as well. I mean, it looks genuine. I can't find anywhere that's actually confirming this, but it does look pretty genuine. What do you think of it?
Disappointed. We knew that there was a new Anvil ship coming along with the ship sale and the free flight coming up at the weekend, but I wasn't really expecting just another kind of generic fighter. Yeah, it's a bit bland, a bit boring, and a bit typical. You know what I mean? They seem to be focusing really heavily on these sort of single or two-seater fighters that are like, small profile and look like something that we could build now and be flying around now. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit disappointing, to be honest. Yeah, I mean the concept sketches seem to have some sort of turret on the back of the thing, pretty much like the Buccaneer.
Yeah.
Or rather the Hurricane. It just looks like a smaller Hurricane.
Yeah.
One thing I will say about the concept sketches is that the turret, if that's a manned turret, I don't think that is a manned turret because it looks tiny compared to the cockpit size.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a bunch of these now. Come up with something different, please.
Yeah. It's boring. You just keep regurgitating the same ship designs. You know what I mean? It's, I mean, if this is genuine, I mean, then it's a bit lazy. We want something new and exciting. I mean, you look at the alien ships and stuff like that, where they've really gone to town on some bizarre design, and you think at least it's interesting. This, just looks like an F1 type thing,
Yeah.
F1? No, that's a car. Looks like a car, damn it.
Looks like a car now. Okay.
Because hang on, let me put my glasses on. It looks like a fighter jet is what I was trying to say, but got confused.
F11? No, maybe, I don't know.
No, that's a function key.
Okay.
F12, let's open chat. Yeah, no, it just looks like, a fighter jet that you could make nowadays, just a little bit beefier. And I just think, come on, put a little bit more effort in and give us something funky.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few theories that this might be a new starter ship, but I mean, it looks like it's going to outclass any starter ship we've currently got, so I'm not sure about that. No,
that would be a bit mean, to be honest, if you put that up against an Aurora or something like that. You just, it looks like it should be in the same class as the. Oh, for goodness sake! I
Sabre.
Yeah, something along the Sabre, or it's that same sort of profile. So I think, I think if it is a starter ship, it's cool, and I probably would have chose that as a starter ship, but I think it's going to be a little bit mean if it is.
Yeah, I can't see it being a starter ship. I think it's just going to be another light fighter. Maybe they'll surprise us, and when the details come out, it's got some funky new mechanic that sounds really cool.
Yeah, and then doesn't work.
At the moment, we've got no details, so guesswork.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we can't really moan too much because we don't know anything about it. So, but I mean, it looks bland. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up, we've got a second post from Malaki Tessan, and as a long-time backer and supporter of Star Citizen, I've reached a turning point. And the long and short of this is, 3.0 came out and everyone was super excited. They put all these new features in, or supposedly, and either nothing works or the features that they've promised don't end up, in the release.
You know, and so we've spent a long time kind of waiting for stuff. Now 3.3.5 is released, and we've got pretty much exactly the same thing again. Missions don't work. You know, things like losing ammo and ship components when you log out and log back in. Turrets are still glitchy as hell. Missiles don't work, and if they do, they're pointless. There's just so many problems that have been around for such a long time that backers, especially backers like this guy who've, you know, sunk a lot of money into the game, are just getting a bit frustrated, and I kind of see their point. What do you think?
I'm with him on this. We're currently testing the new 3.3.5, and impressions so far are kind of meh.
Yeah.
Meh. It's pretty. You know, good job. The planets, good job.
Yeah.
That's it at the moment. There's still a few things we need to test before we do the full review of it, but I completely see what he's talking about. Yeah, with no missions working, you know, at one point they got NPCs are like invincible.
Yeah.
I think they've just fixed it, but I mean, come on.
It's just frustrating, you know. We've been waiting years and years, and then they finally. I mean, this was supposed to be the big one, you know. The you know, you've got the release of like Lorville, and you know, they keep teasing us with all these things which we either should have now or that are there but don't work, and it's so frustrating. And like you said, it's lovely to fly around in, to run around Lorville. It's really pretty to look at, but that is literally it. We played for a couple of hours the other night streaming it, and all we did really is visit some moons because there's nothing to do. You know, we couldn't get any missions to work when we tried before. The only missions really worth doing, or at least that are new, are these kind of, you know, actual first-person shooter type missions. But people sit and camp on the sites where they spawn, and so someone takes a mission, they spawn, and they get killed by other people. And there's just so many things wrong at the moment, and just spend a lot of time floating around space trying to think, well, what shall I do?
Yeah, that's pretty much the patch at the moment.
Yeah.
I know they wanted to get it out for the free fly event because it makes new backers go, ooh,
yeah,
take some money. But yeah, I know it's alpha and all that. Every time they add something, it breaks something else. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But some things we would like to have kind of working, and missions is definitely one of those. You put ship buying into a game with like price tags of like over $1 million for a ship, but then you can't make any UEC to use them.
No.
So what's the point?
You're kind of just stuck in this never-ending loop of, you know, get a mission if you're lucky to find a mission, go and get halfway through it and crash, or, you know, finish the mission and get back and earn yourself whatever, 70 credits or whatever, and then spend the next hour waiting for a mission to pop up. I mean, I had it the last time we played where I literally had one personal mission, which was a crap, you know, like go there and pick up some waste mission, all night. Not one new mission came in, and there was just nothing to do. And his point is super valid that, you know, you've got these backers who have paid a lot of money. I mean, even I've sunk a few £100 into this game, and to me that's more than enough for them to pander to me, you know, because it's way more than a game costs. Do you know what I mean? And it's not like I particularly needed a ship, you know. I just liked the idea of this game and thought, why not? You know, I'm happy for them to have my money, but now they're not using my money the way I'd hope they would, and it's frustrating. You just think, you know, 200 million so far. Give us some missions. Give us something to do. Make this game actually fun to play, because it's become stagnant.
Yeah, definitely. They might release some bug fixes rapidly and fix most of the problems that we've got with it at the moment, and then all's forgiven. But at the moment, unless you've got large cargo ship to run around in, or a prospector for mining, there's not a great deal to do. Again.
The vicious circle.
Mm.
Unreal. Well, fingers crossed. You know, they'll figure something out, and we'll have some stuff to do. I mean, maybe in 3.8 we'll finally be able to actually do some missions, but until then, frustration.
Yep.
So next up, we've got a post from Nev, and he/she says, "Tips for new citizens: how to deal with griefers." So this is basically just a list of things you can do to avoid griefers in the universe. I'll read them out briefly. Never react to them. Never. Ever. They basically want you to complain about them. They want you to moan and swear at them and, you know, type at them in chat or whatever. But don't do it. You know, that's what they're there for. They're just there to piss people off. And if you don't give them anything, then they'll probably end up getting bored and leave you alone. So always have your MFD set to target display, so this shows their username. It's quite useful if you want to try and avoid them in the future, but it's always handy having their name. Never, ever, ever leave your ship open. Always close your doors, your ramp, lift, everything, because there's a few, chances out there. If they see your ship is open, they're going to nick it. Simple as that. What you're going to do? It's frustrating and it's boring. So, lock your ship. Check your bounty hunter missions regularly. He says, if there is a bounty on a real player, you know what to do. I mean, I think one thing I want to clear up very quickly is, because we do talk about, people are sort of, again, in the comments and stuff like that, they're lumping griefers and pirates in together, which is, again, not a real thing. A pirate will rob you, steal your ship, all that kind of stuff. But there'll normally be some element of, I want to say it's civilized. It's probably not. But, a griefer's really just there to either blow your ship up because he's a dick, or just to hound you for the fun of it. So a pirate has an end goal and a griefer doesn't. So that's kind of really the big takeaway. But any tips you can think of? Anything you want to add?
Not really. We actually haven't had much interactions with griefers. So we were doing a stream the other night and we had a guy that was blowing up ships at a spaceport. Yeah. But I mean, I don't really class that as griefing. He's being a dick, but he's not griefing.
No.
There's a difference, and that seems to be getting lost a little bit.
Yeah, I think the difference between that guy and a griefer is that guy was basically bored and was just blowing up some ships because everyone's sitting around there waiting for some NPCs to spawn, and he's bored and got nothing to do. A griefer would blow your ship up and then wait for you to respawn and then blow your ship up again. Do you know what I mean? That it would be a continuous thing. Yeah, it's like when you used to get like corpse camped, in WoW or other games like that. That's a griefer. That's someone who's just doing it because they're a cock. So it's the real difference. I think really the best thing that new players can do is check out YouTube channels like Crying Cow Gaming, and other channels which have Star Citizen content. Show them playing the game. Familiarise yourself with the flying aspects. Familiarise yourself with the combat, stuff like that. Arm yourself with some knowledge before you go into the game, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, just be a bit wary of coming in contact with people outside of armistice zones.
Yeah,
and you should be fine.
Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up. So next up, we've got a post from Talk 101, and these are just some funny ones that we found in and around the Spectrum area. Ever get the feeling you forgot something before leaving work? Check this post out. There's a picture of his character Shadow with no head, which you know all too well, I believe, Criko.
Yeah, we had that strange bug when we were trying to test the railgun out. I think you tried to unequip the weapon, and it took all your armor and your head off.
And my head away, yeah. Yeah, that was quite funny. Did you not have it in Lorville the other night, or was that something else? Did you lose your head?
I had something. I lost my whole body in Lorville the other night.
Oh yeah, you were like just a floating soul.
I was a ghost, yeah. That was really weird, that one. And I had one, I think it was last night, I was playing around in the 600i, and somehow I got my head caught in the ceiling, and it was like hanging me. I was just head through the ceiling and just like sliding around doing T-pose. And when I got out of that, you could see my shadow on the wall. You could see the helmet shadow, and then next to it, you could see the shadow of my actual head. It was really weird.
You could like Siamese twins.
Yeah.
I've had, what was that one where I tried to like jump into a bed instead of actually use it properly, and ended up stuck in it, and I couldn't get out. And I was like in the wall of the ship. There's some, I tell you, there's some amazing bugs in this game. If they don't affect your actual gameplay and you're just pissing about, they are quite hilarious. So
yeah, we ran into quite a few the other night. Enough to fill up a whole episode of bug catchers if we ever did that again.
Yeah, I think we'll have to do another one just because we've got so much footage of bugs. It's unreal. So I think we'll, watch this space. Okay, and last up, we've got a post from Narayan. I hope I said that right. And it is a Louisville Timelapse. So this is basically a video post. This chap does have quite a lot of videos on Star Citizen, and just very pretty, nice to look at videos. And this one's quite awesome. It's just a lot of time-lapse footage of Lorville in good quality, and some amazing camera angles and some good shots. So a lot of the time I've spent staring at it thinking, how did you get where you are?
Yeah, that's kind of where I was when I was watching this. I'm thinking, how the hell did he get that shot? I couldn't think of how he was doing it.
I think we're going to have to bring him into the fold at some point to teach us the ways, because man, there's some seriously good camera angles there. So
yeah, there's a couple of guys who do some really shiny eye candy videos.
Yeah,
for Star Citizen and stuff, and their camera work is top notch. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah,
but yeah, these videos are really stunning to watch.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing that I'll put on in the background at work, and it will just be playing because it's pretty and it's nice, you know. And, although it does make me sad because I'm not playing Star Citizen at work, so that sucks. But yeah, definitely recommend checking this out, and I'll put some links actually this time for these posts in the description, and obviously check them out. They're really cool. Okay, so there you have it. That's the post for this week. We hope you liked them. If there's anything you wanted to say about any of the posts, any comments you've got, leave them in the comments section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more Star Citizen content. And we'll see you around the verse. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.